Welcome to Change You Kids. I'm Dr. Harrison. You know, this YouTube channel, these tips and tricks and suggestions for you to try as parents, it's for, parents working with their children or just raising their children and doing better. But sometimes it gets flipped. I hope as a parent you take the time to learn from your child. And I learned something the other day that I guess I already knew, but it was just amazing to see it in action. I wrote a blog about it. You can check it out on the website, rebirthbx.com, if you like reading. I still love reading. I read every day. But it's something I just cannot get out of my head, and I got to keep sharing. I just got it because it's also kind of a proud dad moment. Whatever. So my youngest son is 4. And I've got a 9 and a 6-year-old, right? The 9 and 6-year-olds know how to ride a bike. They've got their own bikes for their size. And my 4-year-old has a bike that's the smallest one, and it's got training wheels on it. So 2 weeks ago, he was like, Daddy, on our hangout, can you teach me how to ride a bike without training wheels? And I was like, yep, we'll go right across the street to the DMV, the parking lot. It'll be wide open. We'll learn. Well, it rained. If you've been in Southern California, you know that it's just torrential downpour. I mean, hell, I'm looking out the windows now, and there's rain everywhere. And so we couldn't do that. And then the following weekend, when I was like, all right, this weekend coming up, we'll do it. We'll try it. Well, we went on, I ended up going up to my in-laws' place up in Santa Cruz. So they were playing with their cousins, and that just didn't happen. And we came back down, and this past Thursday, I was like, all right, this weekend, buddy, and he kept trying to ride his middle brother's bike, which was too big. Like he was just on his tippy toes while he was on the seat, trying to be able to get it to go, or just he kept picking it up. And I was like, put it down, man. You're going to hurt yourself. The bike's too big. And he kept being like, no, I can do it. I can do it. I was like, nah, man, just put it down. But see, with me, at some point when my kids keep pushing and pushing and pushing, especially if it's, just going to be a little injury or maybe a failure of some kind, nothing catastrophic, I'll be like, all right, go ahead. I told you. I warned you. And then I'll wait until they fall, and then I'll tell them to pick themselves up. I won't run over to grab them and wipe off their wounds and kiss their boo-boos and all that, especially if, I told them not to do what they're doing. And I'll let them have that failure, and then I'll tell them, get up and tell them, now, let me help you with this. You just have to be patient. Well, Thursday or Friday afternoon, I think it was, I was in my backyard and I was working out, and my youngest son comes out and he's picking up his middle brother's bike, and it's too big. And I'm like, bro, just leave it alone. Just stop. I told you this weekend. Tomorrow is Saturday. We'll do it tomorrow. And he's like, no. Okay. I warned you. Well, as I'm doing a workout move and an exercise, all I hear is, look, Daddy, look. And I turn my head, and this kid is dead on staring at me, riding his older brother's bike without training wheels. This 4-year-old taught himself how to ride a bike. I'm still flabbergasted. I had to use that word, right? Are you kidding me? I've never heard of a kid teaching himself how to ride his own bike, let alone at the age of 4. I was just totally amazed. You can go to my Instagram or on my Facebook page, and you can see the actual video that I recorded of him doing it. But I was floored. And immediately I was like, okay, you can ride it. Let me take your training wheels off so you can have a bike more your size. I took the training wheels off, put them on. This kid booked it and zoomed off a little ledge and just kept riding. And the only instruction I had to give him was, make sure you use your brakes, don't use your feet to stop, and slow down when you go into a turn. And ever since, every day he's out there on his bike, improving and riding. No help from an adult. And I couldn't get this picture out of my mind. I couldn't stop being amazed. And I started to think about, wow, if I could just take a little bit of that, if all of us could just take a little bit of that. Kids know no limits, no bounds. The confidence he had in that he could do something, and that he would do something, and that no one was going to stop him, that he was going to make it happen. He truly believed in himself. Imagine if you didn't set limits on yourself. Oh, I'm too young, I'm too old, or I don't have enough money, or I don't know if I really wanted, if I could do that. Imagine if you had no limits. Imagine if you had the confidence to say, I can do it, and I will do it. And imagine if you didn't let anyone stop you from achieving those goals and those dreams. You'd be just like that 4-year-old little boy. And you know what comes from that? Success. further building of confidence, further independence. Now he wants to try to do everything by himself, including making an omelet at 7 a.m., which I'm like, nah, bro, you can't turn on the stove by yourself. Like, I'll help you make an omelet and show you. But still, that moment and me telling him how proud I was, not that he rode a bike, but that he believed in himself and he made it happen, that will last forever. Get your inner child back. Know no limits, no bounds. Have total confidence that you can do something and achieve it, and believe in it. Firmly believe, and don't let anyone get in your way. Those are the lessons I learned from a 4-year-old that I am grateful for. Thank you, Adris. That's Change You Kids. Check out the website, rebirthbx.com. We've got the videos, we got blog, I've got podcasts up there. The Change You online course is going to be done here coming up. What are we in? We're in March, probably by the end of March, so people can go on and order that course. Social media, at rebirthbx. Check it all out. I'm here to serve. If you got anything, hit me up, aharrison@rebirthbx.com. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'll talk to you soon.